Okay, so today we are going to be fixing this Eachine E520s foldable drone. We actually have two that we're going to be working on. I haven't found any repair videos online on how to fix the props on these. There seems to be very little information on how to do any kind of repair on these drones. So I own two of these. This is the first one that I bought. I flew it probably maybe like 3 minutes or so, and it fell out of the sky, which these things are known to do, and it crash landed in my swimming pool. Left it out in the sun, dried it off, and it was working like brand new after a couple hours. But I filed a complaint with the company on Amazon, and they sent me out a replacement. Well, that thing was flying in the air probably for, give or take, maybe 8 minutes, and there was a slight gust of wind, and it just threw it right into a tree, and it hit the ground. Unfortunately, with these drones, they are very cheaply made, but the price that you pay for them, you think that they would be a little bit more durable. I bought this drone during a Black Friday sale on Amazon. It was, I think it was $145, and then after the Black Friday sale, it just skyrocketed to like 180, almost $200. They claim that these drones are 4K, but they're not. These drones are absolute garbage when it comes to footage. There really isn't anything nice to say about it. The footage that I uploaded on YouTube about this drone, demonstrating it flying in the air, yeah, I had to do a little bit of modification to the footage just to make it smooth, but when you're filming with this thing, it's like looking at a stop motion camera. Like, it is just juddery. So, why are we fixing it? Well, you know, I paid money for this thing, and I don't really like it sitting around. Let's buy the new gears for it and get them both flying again, because right now they're just paperweights. They don't do anything. Also, my diffuser is still working great. I've been using it non-stop. It lasts exactly 6 hours when you have it on the interval mist. This one I have it on a full setting, but I'm going to turn it off so it doesn't distract us. The problem with these drones is the plastic gear that's inside them. On AliExpress, I was able to order a full set of gears for $5. And these are the gears that I'm talking about. I'm going to zoom in so we can take a look at that. So yeah, these are the little gears that I'm talking about. The little teeth get worn out whenever these drones are mishandled. I'm saying that in a nice way. The gears, they're not metal, they're plastic. And whenever the drone experiences any kind of trauma, like a bad landing, even just a small, innocent, like little drop like that, it's enough to cause this prop to bend slightly, causing the plastic gear to completely shred the teeth. I will demonstrate what a good prop looks like. That one spins freely. This one it doesn't really want to spin. Back one. There we go. Yeah. That one's just as bad. So we have 3 bad props, but we're going to be replacing them all. When this happens, when your props get all stiff like this, and they don't spin freely, your drone will not fly. There's no chance in hell that it will take off again. So we're going to take the battery out, like that. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws to remove. We're going to take the screws out, and we're going to pop the gear out. Getting the little plastic gears, you have to really do some digging around, but luckily I was able to find these gears, so I will put it in the description in the video so you can get them. If you type in on Amazon E520s gears, they do have them, but they want like 60 bucks. 60 bucks for these tiny little plastic gears. I just cannot. I just can't. I'm lost for words when I see that. It's like, are you kidding me? Okay, so now you don't have to take this apart all the way, but you just need to bend this up a little bit like that. We're going to turn the prop like that. We're going to try to zoom in as best we can to this so you can see it. So you see that silver screw right there? That's the screw that you got to remove, and you got to do it on all four. This screw is what holds the propeller and the plastic gear together. Once you undo that screw, you can pull the propeller out and the whole shaft comes out, and the gear, you just have to flick it out with the screwdriver. Okay, after much finessing, I got it loose. You don't want to lose these screws, because if you do, it's pretty much game over at this point. So now we're going to pull the propeller down like that. And just keep pulling it, and there, it's out. So I'm going to flick the gear out with the screwdriver. Okay. I'm now going to show you what the gear looks like after. You see right in the corner here, that is bits of plastic from the gear. It is completely worn out. It might not look it on camera, but it really is totally worn out. Like, some of these teeth are so soft looking. Yeah. And this is the new gear. And inside, that little cracking sounds okay. So inside you have this metal impeller, and that is what spins the gear, allowing the drone to take off. So normally what you would do in this case, because there's little bits of plastic in there, I would recommend getting like a paintbrush or something and just kind of brushing that out. I don't really have that. All I have is the screwdriver. So you might want to try to scoop out as much of that stuff as you can. Or what you could do is you can get a can of compressed air and you can blast it out, which is what I'm going to do. Okay. For those of you wearing headphones, I decided to remove the audio from this clip just because the sound of the compressed air is very, very loud. So you will thank me for this. We're going to put a tiny bit of oil in, not a lot, just a little bit. Okay. You don't want to put thick grease in here, because if you do, it will cause the motors to work harder and your drone will probably not fly. You want to use a very thin viscosity. But yeah, I'm just checking for Anywhere that bushing looks fine, there's no chattering or anything on it, it's fine. I'm going to put the propeller blade back inside that hole. And keep pushing it, okay, until it pops up. Now the tricky part is to get the gear to line up with that hole. So this is the replacement gear, and it only goes in one way. The teeth go in like that, facing downwards. But you want to get this little hole lined up with that hole, because that's where the screw goes in. Okay, like that. And now we put our screw in, and then we do the rest. Alright, so we're now going to verify that this works. We're going to use the straw. Okay, so that side is fixed. This is the other side that still needs to be fixed. Notice how it stops every now and again. And you see how much the straw is bending? That means there's a dead spot in that tooth. But this one, spins freely. Now we're going to do the back side, and I will show you how to do that. The only reason why I didn't show the whole procedure to do, both the front, is because you do the one on the front, it's basically the same on the other side. The back is a little bit different, but not that much. The only difference between the front and back is the back portion has the lights. So it's not that bad, but I find with this particular kind of drone, the plastic light reflector kind of likes to pop out every now and again. So yeah, if it does that, you just push it right back in place. It's really difficult to do this when you're looking through the camera on the phone and then looking at the drone. It's like I'm kind of looking through a viewfinder right now, and I'm just trying to figure out where my fingers are supposed to be. Oh, see? Just like that, I missed. You just pop that off. You just stick your finger kind of underneath like that, just to keep it open. Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to remove that little screw. And out it comes. Pull the propeller off. Okay. Alright, so that one's done. Okay, like that. Okay, so now we put the screw in. really difficult to do this. Again, I apologize. I don't have the proper filming equipment to do this, but hey. I didn't have to make this video, but I chose to, just in case anyone ever wanted to know how to fix one of these. Okay, so we're going to do a quick demonstration just to see if the propellers all turn freely, and we're also going to do a full RPM spin up, but I'm going to use the Dell Precision battery to hold it down to keep it from flying away, because we don't want it taking off in the house. So we're going to idle it. Okay, so that's at idle. And so far, it's not juddering around. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Now we're going to try to get it to take off at full speed. Perfect. It is working. It's not making this howling sound or grinding noise or anything. It is absolutely perfect. Alright, so it's up in the air now. See if we can get some shots with it. How can we get it to go? Yep. Can't really see that on there, but I'm going to take some pictures and see if I can post them in the video. You just want to put a little tiny bit of oil. Oh, fuck. Shit.